Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a pull, a sense of wonder so strong it felt like a calling? Well, tonight I want to tell you a story about a little girl named Elara who felt exactly that. She lived in a tiny village tucked away at the very edge of the world, where the winters were long and the nights were deep and dark. But Elara wasn't afraid of the dark. In fact, she loved it, because in the darkness, she could see the sky dance. From her bedroom window, she'd watch the northern lights, or the sky spirits, as her grandmother called them. They were shimmering ribbons of green, pink, and purple, swirling and twirling across the velvet canvas of the night. Her grandmother told her stories of how the lights were bridges to other worlds, messages from the stars, or even the playful spirits of ancient animals. Elara believed every word. She felt a connection to them, a whisper on the wind that seemed to call her name. One night, the lights were more brilliant than ever before. They weren't just dancing, they were celebrating. Elara knew, with a certainty that filled her small heart, that this was the night. She had to get closer. So, she bundled up in her warmest coat, pulled on her fur-lined boots, and with a determined little puff of her breath, she slipped out into the silent, snowy world. The air was crisp and cold, and her every step made a soft, crunching sound on the fresh snow. She didn't have a map, no compass, just the shimmering spectacle above to guide her. She followed the brightest ribbon of green light as it flowed over the rolling hills and through the quiet, sleeping forests. The trees, heavy with snow, looked like wise old giants guarding ancient secrets. Elara wasn't scared. She felt like she was part of the magic, an adventurer on the most important quest of her life. She imagined she was chasing the tail of a giant celestial fox, or following a path laid out just for her by the moon. As she walked, the lights seemed to get lower, closer, almost within reach. She climbed a tall hill, her little legs burning but her spirit soaring. When she finally reached the top, she stopped, breathless. The sky wasn't just above her anymore, it was all around her. The colors were so vibrant they pulsed with a silent energy. She stretched out her mitten-covered hand, half expecting to feel the silky texture of the light. And in that moment, standing on top of the world, bathed in the ethereal glow of the aurora, Elara understood. It wasn't about catching the lights, it was about the journey. It was about being brave enough to follow the wonder in her own heart. The lights weren't a destination, they were a companion, a beautiful mystery that made the world feel full of possibility. As the first hint of dawn began to paint the eastern sky, Elara turned for home, her heart full. The lights began to fade, but their glow remained inside her. She knew she would never forget her adventure. She had chased the northern lights and, in doing so, had found a light within herself that would guide her for the rest of her days. So next time you see something that fills you with awe, maybe don't just watch it. Let it inspire you. Let it lead you. You never know what incredible things you might discover. Thanks for listening to this story with me. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more tales of wonder. See you next time.